joining us
Thanks.
now, nationally syndicated radio host Dana Loesch. Dana, we need you on this one. What's your take on this? I mean, there's so many constitutional issues, due process, privacy. It's bigger than realized. Jack Smith picked up for the 2020 probe GOP donor list, emails, lawmakers calling it an enemies list of law-abiding Americans. It looks like, Dana, here's the thing. They went after bank records. That looks like they wanted to nail someone for anything.
Oh, Liz, you're absolutely right. It was a witch hunt. They were in search of an offense. This was an illegal dragnet that was trying to loop in anybody and everybody who was even remotely associated with Donald Trump. And in some instances, there was some surveillance where warrants weren't actually issued. And the fact that this was all hidden under prohibited access and that individuals like Senator Ted Cruz weren't told ahead of time because the Obama judge in the case was worried that he was going to get rid of information or get rid of evidence, and that it was a national security issue. This wasn't a national security issue. This was an extension of a tantrum that goes back to 2020. Democrats were trying to politically finish off Trump, and then just for added measure, they were going to go after anybody else that was involved with the campaign or even remotely associated. This is just an extension, Liz, of what we saw even under Obama-Biden, where Obama-Biden, they were surveilling reporters, they were issuing wiretaps and going after people like James Rosen and so many other individuals, even going back to Clinton when he was weaponizing the IRS to go after individuals, particularly in the press. So this is just an extension of what they have done for an untold number of administrations. But the fact that it keeps widening and that they were so egregiously blatant about it, to me speaks to they just didn't think they were going to get caught. They thought that they were going to continue to do this. There was going to be zero accountability. And thank heavens 2024 happened. And thank God, Liz, for the whistleblowers, because we wouldn't know anything about this had they not come forward.
Yeah, so they're getting the phone records, right, from AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz, demanding, you mentioned U.S. District Judge James Boasberg, an Obama appointee. He's demanding he be impeached. He's saying that he's calling him an activist judge, secretly authorized a seizure of his private phone records and other GOP senators' records. But then AT&T said, wait, this doesn't feel right. We shouldn't do this. And then Judge Boasberg blocked AT&T from notifying Ted Cruz and the senators that this is what was going on. This is an attack on their privacy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's politicizing. This judge is over his skis, and this isn't the first time either. Everybody remembers when he went after the administration over deportations, which was entirely within the scope of power of the Office of the Executive. And this judge actually ran afoul of some other judges. He was criticized by some of his contemporaries, some of his colleagues, but he's very political, very much a political activist. He wears his bias on his sleeve. It's very evident with his previous history. But this was, and he was trying to classify this, which I find bewildering, as a national security issue. There is nothing that makes this a national security issue because it all goes back to their criticisms of 2020. It's just, this is tyranny. This is fascism. And we're the no kings people for this.
Right. Dana Loesch, come back soon. We love having you on the show. It's great to see you again.
Good to see you, Liz.